Hello, welcome to the channel. Hello, welcome to the channel. Fuck you. Right, hello. So what's happening today? It's unbelievable. I'm semi-retarded and I still find it difficult to get enough time to do everything that I want to do. You know, council. What's the council going to do? Ooh, working for the council. Stirling Council. Enemies of the people. Not their fault, it's just that they've got to be enemies of the people in order to not get sacked, because they're driven by a sort of political... Are they? Well, they're talking about giving councils more power, you know, the Labour government talking about that. They really are dickheads, right? You know, that I've moaned about the SNP for years, and I think I'm going to moan about Labour for years. They're useless bastards. Political system's crap. Right, stop going on about that! Right, so what's happening today? I'll try and get stuff sorted out. I've got a question. I've got a lot of debates going on and everything. Why is it there's such a big deal about men in women's spaces, but not the other way around? Why? Right? Because it's a good question. I know the answer. Well, I think I know the answer. We'll just stop here, I think. Right, I think that Range Rover's going away in there. It's always complicated here. What I think the answer is that, so you've got, it really is a sort of indication of the decline of masculinity. So men like Craig Houston and all these types of men are just capitulating to this nonsense, which is basically driven by J.K. Rowling. You know, well, she's got a lot of big following, Harry Potter books and all the rest of it. She's a billionaire, whatever. Right, so it's a sort of low resolution assessment to make, and so fundamentally, what J.K. Rowling wants is she wants myself here and everybody else, well, men, to go back to Victorian values, but she's not. You could look at it that way. She doesn't want to go back to Victorian values, which is, so the male and females are decline. There's a distinct line between the two, where the two are completely separate. So she wants me to go back to that, but the problem is that if you look at the advancements in women's rights since Victorian time, I mean, where would you start with that? It's like it's kind of like hard to really calculate it all. There's so much, you know. So do you? No, J.K. Rowling, do you want to go back to that? Whereas you know, but no, she doesn't. She wants me to go back to it, but not her. So that's a sort of selfish kind of way of looking at how we, you know, how we conduct ourselves in a sort of sexual, well, gender-based. Just go up here actually. Analysis of humanity, and so the problem is that I was just seeing Scotland, we've got the highest drug deaths in Europe. So that's a certain level of, remember not go too far here because the sleepers at the front catch the bumpers. There's a large level of disenfranchisement with young men, and the problem is if they go down the pan, if they can't cope with life, then females aren't going to cope either, because we're not single cell organisms, if that makes any sense. You know, I am an artist, right? I'm not a scientist, but I do pick up knowledge here, there and everywhere, but I'm just putting out what I believe to be the situation. So if we can't sort this out, then... But at the end of the day, your genetics are supposed to, force their way through the universe and carry on for, you know, thousands of years. So basically, people say... So I said to this woman this morning on Facebook, it'll be way above her head. I says, you've chosen... I'm making an assumption, I don't know her at all, but she was arguing that marriage is for males and it was about oppressing women, that sort of thing. Now that's quite a commonly held belief by a lot of women, and what I was saying to her was that, you know, if males fail, women fail as well. So if you'd rather have 4 circles on your driveway, she wouldn't know what I mean by that. What I mean is, you reach my age, so I'm 58, and you've got 4 circles in your driveway, which is an Audi, right? That's what that means, because I was in the motor trade, so that's how I talk like that. Rather than having, you know, the fulfillment of having children and grandchildren. So that the best option, because I can have 4 circles on my driveway, I can afford all that shit if I want to. I choose not to, but I could if I wanted to. You're left feeling empty, is what I'm saying. And I know when you're a younger person, you want to have money, you want to have cars and, you know, houses and holidays and clothes and, you know, you name it, you want it when you're younger. That's normal. I was like that. So if you don't get a grip of yourself, it's all just junk, and it's all rubbish if you can't get a grip of your life. But it's difficult, and you've been sold this dream, and you go with it. You ignore people like me who are trying to tell you. I ignored people as well when I was young, so I've got to be understanding with that as well. I don't listen to people. I do now, but I didn't when I was younger, and now I've learned the hard way through a lot of pain that I've been through, emotionally and mental, physical pain, trying to reach some kind of something in life, you know, and then chasing the wrong things. And if you need to try and understand what I'm saying, and if you want to ignore me or tell me I'm talking rubbish, fine, just ignore me. But the reality is, you should listen to people. Because I'm 58, I've got the experience that you don't have. If you're 23 or 24, it doesn't mean to say that I'm right and you're wrong, but it means I've got actual experience in life, and I'm willing to share it with you. And there's a guy arguing with me. This guy's still arguing with me, and I feel that annoyed about that he's fighting me rather than. So like, he doesn't like this transgender stuff and everything like that, or he's against it or whatever. Well, why doesn't he try and understand what happened to me, you know, or what my situation was that led me down that route, instead of just rejecting it point blank, but without doing any examination or understanding of why that happened to me, and that would help you understand why it would happen to somebody else. But so that, I suppose what I'm really doing there is I'm thinking that he's the same as me, and he's got an inquiring mind, which he obviously doesn't, right? So what I would say is, have an inquiring mind, ask questions. You don't have to capitulate to anything. So again, I'm arguing with electric car people. There's a guy been arguing with me for a few days, and he's getting frustrated because I don't buy what he's saying. I don't believe him, I don't trust him, and I don't believe it. And I'm going to keep on being like that, and he's getting sort of upset and everything like that, because I can't see, you know, so he's saying I would save £27,000 if I bought an electric car over 10 years. I don't believe him, right? So, you know, you don't have to believe people, but you can ask them questions and you know, talk to them and try and find out where the truth is. I think that's what I'm trying to do. Try and find out what the truth is. That's what we're all trying to do. So there's a cactus there. Nice colour, Stirling cactus. We're out of home bargains. Thanks for watching, and I must be releasing some energy or something because I've been rabbiting on about this. Enjoy your holidays, or are you working in Scotland? Probably Dutch. Bye!